Hello guys, so now we are going to learn Agentic RAG. Okay, so here you can see this is the diagram for Agentic RAG. Okay, Agentic RAG, Retrieve Augmentation Generation. Okay, workflow that automatically uh, retrieve information, check if it is relevant, and retrieve the query if it is not, and uh, rewrite the query if it is not related. Okay, or not relevant, and finally generate the correct answer. Here you can see start user question. Okay, now then agent node decide whether to use tool or not. So here if retrieval tool needed. Okay, so retrieve node fetch the information from files vector. Okay, here we are using LangGraph and LangChain doc. Okay, so it will retrieve information from this vectors. Okay, and here you can see after this grade the document. Like grade documents means it will grade the document that it is relevant or not. Okay, so here if it is relevant, then S generate the node LLM generate the final answer. Okay, and otherwise if it is not relevant, rewrite the node. Okay, in rewrite the node, LLM rewrite or refine the uh, query. Okay, and here it will go again. Here agentic node decision whether to use or not. Okay, if it is used tool, otherwise start user question agent and check here that we need to uh, use node or node or not. Okay, if it is not use any kind of node, no tools needed, then it will give you answer and end. So here this is for environment setup. I have already explained you multiple time. Okay, so here we are going to load the document and splitting it. Okay, I'm going to use url I'm going to use urls from web pages, so that's why I need to use web based loader that we can load that we can load the urls, which is called a web based loader, by using web based loader. Okay, and here this is the vector this is for vector database that we can import files. This is for embedding, OpenAI embedding, and this is for recursive character text splitter. Okay, here we are going to load web based loader. By using web based loader, we are going to load these URL. Okay, these are our document 1, document 2, document 3. Okay, so these are the documents. Okay, now I need to create this uh, now I need to split it by using recursive character text splitter, chunking, chunk overlapping. Okay, so I have already explained you multiple time these things. So here you can see add all these to our vector database. So vector database, after load the documents, here we need to create its chunking, chunk overlapping, and need to create text splitter. Okay, and after this I need to store in a vector database by using files from document equals to doc split, and this is for embedding. Okay, that it will convert text into a numeric format. Now retriever equals to vector storage retriever. Okay, so this is our retriever. First retriever is our this one for LangGraph document. These are the LangChain document. Okay, this is line for splitting the documents. Okay, and this is the query that I ask retrieve.invoke what is LangGraph. This is the retriever for LangGraph. Okay, now retriever tool. So create a two retrieve tool for LangGraph document and retrieve tool LangChain for LangChain document. Both wrap as tool that the agent call when needed. Okay, so here I'm going to again create again retriever to retrieve tool. Okay, so this tool from LangChain dot tool dot retriever import create retriever tool. Okay, retriever tool equals to create retrieval tool. Here I'm going to pass retriever vector db blog and search and run the information about the LangGraph. This is for LangGraph, previous one is for lang this one for lang for LangGraph, and this is one for LangChain. One is for LangGraph and one is for LangChain. Now retriever tool, this one, and this give you information. Tool matter, this give you metadata, everything here. Now LangChain blocks separate vector store. Okay, so here we are going to use LangChain document. This is for LangGraph. Okay, this tool for LangGraph. First is for LangGraph, second is for LangChain. Okay, so here I'm going to create other vector database for store these document content in the form of vector and split it by using character text splitter and did chunking and chunk overlapping. And here document are going to splits, and here after splitting these document are stored in this inside this vector database. And retriever LangChain, this is the variable equals to vector store LangChain as a retriever. Okay, so I have two retriever, one is for LangGraph, other for LangChain. Okay, so these are two here from LangChain.tool retrieval input create retrieval tool. So retrieval tool LangChain create retrieval tool retrieval LangChain, and here retrieval LangChain inside retrieve vector LangChain block and search and run the information about the LangChain. So here you can search the information about LangChain from this thing, from this vector database. Okay, and these are the document of this. Okay, and here you can use retrieval sorry, this is for LangGraph retrieval, and you can search information about the LangGraph here by using this retriever. Okay, and this is the code for it's a vector database. Okay, and chunk overlapping of these documents that we get answer of these document. Okay, and now LangGraph workflow. Here we need to define agent state. Agent state hold the all conversation message. Use LangGraph add message to append new message during the workflow. Okay, so here I'm going to use annotate sequence type text base model and add message that we use that we can add new message. Okay, here this is the agent state. The add message a function define how update should be processed, and here default is to replace add message say append. So message equals to append. Here this is the for like new message is coming, then it will add. Okay, so here this is the model I'm going to use Quen. Okay, I'm going to use Chatbots. This is the llm.invoke query that will give you response like this. Okay, the user said that hi, should I respond in the friendly way? Okay, this is the query. Now I'm going to create nodes. So LLM Chatbots act as the decision maker. It read the message and decide what should I call or tool retrieval or end the process directly. Agent node decide should I call the tool retrieval or end the process directly. If tool are used, retrieval data is appended to the message history. So here this is the agent. This is the description of this agent. Okay, here we are going to print call agent message equals to message state. Okay, that it will have all message, and model equals to this one. Now I'm going to bind the model here. Now response equals to model dot invoke, that we can invoke the response and return message. We return the list because this will get the added to the existing list of message. Here grade document decision nodes. Okay, so another LLM check if the retrieved document are relevant to the query or not. Return either generate or rewrite. So these are the libraries that I have imported. Import imported, not imported, import. Okay, so these are the edges: define, grade, document, state, literal, generate and rewrite. This is the description of this node. Okay, now data model. Here you can see grade, like here you can see grade. We are going to create a class that is called a grade. Okay, then it will give you grade, like if a score is relevant, relevance score is S, so binary score equals to str equals to field description relevance score is S or no. Okay, so model equals to chat grok. This is the model name. Now LLM with the tool and validation. With LLM with tool model dot with structure output grade. Here this is the prompt template. It's the description of prompt template. These are the input, context and question. Input variable, context and question. Okay, so here this is the chain, prompt and LLM with tool. Okay, so this is the chain, message and last message, question. Okay, document, last message dot content, score, chain dot evoke, question, and here score in binary search. If it is say yes, result generate. If else, if it is say no, then rewrite the query. Now generate node uses a pre-built RAG prompt from LangChain, generate the final answer from the retrieved content. Okay, so here this is the function for generate. This is the description of this function. Print, generate, message, question and last message, document, prompt. I'm going to use this model for prompt, and this is the model name. Post processing, define form, format document. Okay, now joining the document, and here you can see LangChain and run response equals to LangChain dot invoke context and question. Okay, return message. If it is say no, then we need to rewrite the query. If relevant document where, sorry, if retrieve document were irrelevant, the agent say that the query should be rewrite. Then the workflow loop back to the agent node and process repeat until the relevant doc are found. Okay, so this is for description of this rewrite function. Print, message, question. Here message equals to human message and content. Okay, and inside this also passing question. Okay, so model chat grok model, this one, response model dot invoke and message, return message, this one. Now we are going to define graph. So these are the things that I import for generating graph. Okay, so here this is for initialization of the graph. These are the node, agent node, retrieve node, rewrite node. Okay, generate node. In generate node that we have condition to condition a response after we know the document are relevant and call the agent node to decide to retrieve or generate or not. Agent node to decide to retrieve or not. And these are the edges. Edges should be start from agent. Okay, this is the conditional edges. Agent X is the agent decision. Tool condition. So tool or retrieval. So what should it is used? And switch for end. Edges taken after the action node is called retrieval and grade document. Workflow.add edges, generate and workflow.edges, rewrite and agent. Now here I'm going to compile this. Graph equals to workflow.compile. It will display you a picture of graph. Okay, here it will not displaying, but if you rerun this, it will give you image. Okay, like a graph of this one. Okay, graph of Agentic RAG. Okay, so graph.invoke message what is a LangGraph, and it will generate you response like this, not like this response. This is the response. Okay, And if you ask what is the machine learning, this is the response. And what is the again what is the sorry what is the LangChain, this is the response. What is the machine learning, this is the response. I hope you like my lecture. Bye bye, take care.